Hey, how's it going? Whoever's watching this later down the road, my name is Alan, and we are here to make one card pull free tarot readings. And in those questions, people will most likely be asking about love, things of love, money, careers. It's mostly about love. That's what people mostly like to ask about. And even though those questions may not be yours, you might find something, somebody else's question actually may resonate with you. So stick around and we'll get going through them. Today's Monday, the 22nd of December on 2025. And yeah, this live should be available probably next day. Hi, Ethereal Moonlight. How's it going? I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you. I know. Slowly getting something. It's slowly increasing and getting more. We'll get there one day. We'll get to a million one day. I just need a much more to get through a million, but it's okay. Of course, I'll get you a card. No question specific. Cool. I like those that are not as specific. Also, I was actually writing on my notebook today on how a lot of times we don't ask things that we really need to know. We just ask about things in the past and how certain questions it just keeps us stuck in the past. Yeah, me too. I finally took the courage to actually interact with real people instead of just talking to the camera. Um, yeah, and I think, in my opinion, you're probably doing the right thing. There's nothing wrong with that for sure. All right, let's get your card today. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. And I'm sorry, my background image is kind of iffy. But it was done on purpose. It's just to make people, you know, they were like, oh wow, that's weird. I think I'm gonna click on that. my and I feel like also my advices are not necessarily what people want to hear. So someone's like, oh, yeah, go ask the devil. All right, we got you the high priestess. So the high priestess, I don't know if you remember. Oh, thank you. The high priestess is the one responsible for your intuition. It's the one responsible for the secrets that you may have to yourself, secrets that may be around also other people that you may already know, but you may be just not listening. So just look into things that are being done in your subconscious, in between your subconscious and your conscious mind, and try to figure it out. What do you do? Why do you do things? What is important to you, and why are they important to you? I feel like the high priestess card is also one of the biggest ones. If we want to look into when we want to know why, asking ourselves why we do certain things and why we act a certain way. Okay, so take that for you for today, and I hope this will resonate with you somehow. This is exactly what I try to practice with myself every day. Is just I try to ask myself, why do I stay in certain situations? Why do I um you know Do I see things differently than everybody else? Why do I have certain vision of things? Kimberly Love on TikTok, thank you so much for following. And Blue Eyed Bunny, thank you so much for sharing. Whenever you guys are ready to ask questions, please feel free to do so. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask here. I'm gonna see if I got anything on YouTube. We are we are both on YouTube and also on TikTok. And thank you so much for the support, guys. Let's see. Aisha Angel, yeah, you can ask a question. Hello. 1 2 1 2 3 release. Hello. So it looks like we got 1 2 1 2 3 release. Is asking me I have a card pool. I'll get a card for you. Then we'll get what message we got for you today. Okay. Hey, Miss Luscious Chocolate on TikTok. How's it going? All right, let's get a card for 1 2 1 2 3 release on YouTube. Nope. We got King of Cups 1 2 1 2 3 release. King of Cups. This is the card of emotional. He's the emotional guy. He makes emotional decisions. He has emotional stability. He does have emotional availability. If you are going through a certain moment right now, ask yourself, how are your emotion at this very moment? Do you balance yourself when things don't go exactly your way? Um, do you listen? Do you understand others? Do you understand their feelings? Do you validate not only yours but others as well? What? Ask yourself what would be a good king. A good king is the one who actually sits down, he listens, and necessarily sometimes he will make some decisions. Um, but he will not necessarily make decisions only for himself. He will make decisions for others, and he will make good decisions. So ask yourself, what decisions are you making that may take some emotional toll? What decisions are you making that keep yourself grounded? It's a lot of when we talk about the cups, it's all about emotions, intuitions, emotions. But um, how's that going out for you? Okay, and you are very welcome. Let's see here. And also by the King of Cups, you may also meet someone who might be, probably older or maybe a mentor. Talk to someone who's emotionally controlled and available. So. Miss Delicious Chocolate, thank you so much for the heart on TikTok. The question is, does Layrod love me by Hadija? Let's see. Does Layrod loves me? Oop, not quite yet. Let's try to get one here. Oh, we got 2 cards. Miss Luscious Chocolate, Hadija. We got 2. Oh, no, that was the other way. That was the other way. Sorry. We got the Sun and we got the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, I would say it's most likely a yes. Again, be looking for the opportunities and be happy for what you have at this very moment. Stay grounded though. Ace of Pentacles is making sure that you stay grounded. Don't be flying over your head. Okay. Blue Eye Bunny, since you shared my live earlier, Morgan, you have the priority now. So let's ask. Will DJ and I make it past this rough patch? Okay, will DJ and you make this rough patch? You're very welcome. Will DJ and Morgan make it past the rough patch? Will DJ and Morgan make through the rough patch? Yes. Rough patch. DJ and Morgan. We also got the King of Cups over here, just pulled out, just jumped out. As a quick gamble on yes or no, that could be a yes. In the card meaning, ask yourself, how are we handling our emotions? Is this person emotionally available to you? Are you emotionally available to this person? Um, are you guys actually sitting down and listening, or are you just being moody, or are they just being moody just because you guys want to? So it's important to actually sit down, listen, and not only listen, understand what is the other person's point of view. That's what the King of Cups would probably do. All right. I hope that resonates. You're very welcome. And guys, please, I'm gonna ask you all, please be patient. I'm going through two different networks here, and I try my best to get through everybody, but you gotta be patient. I'll get through everybody, but you gotta be patient. If you're gonna ask a question, you gotta be patient. Okay? Otherwise, you waste your time and you waste my time too, and we don't want to do that. Please be patient. Okay. Beth is asking, will Jay and I get back together? All right, let's go to Beth now. Beth is asking, will Jay and Beth get back together? Beth, you got the 10 of Cups. That's the card of family. As a quick yes or no gamble, that will be a yes. Okay, so that's the card of family. Ask yourself, how can we get back together? What was the good moments? When was back in the day when we were happy? What actually brought that feeling of happiness, not only for myself but for the both of us? Okay, what actually went wrong down the road that made us grow apart, and what actually back in the day was something that we attached onto? What were the same views that we had in the past that we got ourselves into? So get out of what doesn't resonate you with you anymore, and get back to the good things that you guys had in the past. Once this person decides to come back. All right. You're very welcome. Oh, let's see here. On YouTube, I got one person who got out. He removed her message. Aisha, are you still there? Aisha Angel on YouTube, are you still there? No? Should I move on? Should I move on? No answer? Okay. Project $1. Will I gain my severance claim? I don't quite understand the question. Project $1. Ram 21, are you still there? May I select for singing on my master spiritual event next year? Ram 21, are you still there? Karine Kristen, how's it going? Hello. Okay. Project 1S. Will I gain my severance after being fired? So I'm gonna draw a card over there, okay? Project $1. But I want you to understand that this is most likely tied up to rules and regulations within a corporation. And I honestly, me and my cards that honestly no control over it. And the quick answer will be, yeah. Are you actually eligible once that happens? If you're eligible, then it's a yes. If you're not eligible, that's a no. But I'll throw a card for you. We got the Empress, so you got a probability of a yes. That money, that abundance should be coming over you. But again, as long as you are exactly in the path that you're supposed to, I mean, if you're gonna get fired, um, you gotta be under that regulation. So if you are within regulation, yeah, 1 million, there you go. If you got 1 million, please don't forget to come back here and and leave a donation because I got the Empress card for you. Anyways. Ruth 5315. Hello there. I will get your card shortly. Let me get Miss Envy. She just got here a little bit first, but I'll get back to you right after. Okay. All right. Envy is asking, is Monty coming back in my life? Is Monty coming back into Envy's life? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Is Envy coming back? Okay. Envy, you got actually two cards. Two cards jumped out for you. Look at that. You're so lucky. Envy, we got the Queen of Wands, which this is a very, very confident woman. She's hot. She's confident. She knows her power. She knows what to do. And we also got the High Priestess. That is the woman who is very connected with her inner self. She knows how to connect with her intuition, and she know all of them secrets. So if you're asking if Monty is coming back to your life, if I would consider, I could say, yeah, that may be a probability. But combining those two cards together, number one, what actions are we taking for that to happen? If you know, if you're expecting that person to come back to you, are you making sure that you are somehow still being seen and remembered? Because I always tell people, if you're not being seen, then you're not being remembered. You're not in people's memories. Okay? And the high priestess, your intuition about this person is probably pretty sharp right now. So trust your intuition. So if you want a quick yes or no, yeah. So quick yes or no, that would be a yes. You have the probability. Alrighty. You're very welcome. Ruth is asking for a card pulled. All right, let's see. Hello, Mila. How's it going? Antoine. Oh no, Antoinetta Lexon7. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate you, guys. People who are following will get priority. Follows and gifts get priority. Okay. Thank you very much, Gina. Thank you for the rose. I'll get back to you shortly. Let's get a card for Ruth really quick. Ruth, a card for Ruth. Ruth, we got the moon on reverse. Okay. Ruth, make sure that we are focusing on understanding our fears. We are understanding things that we tell ourselves. Understand things that are in the secrets, on the background. This may be the time you start facing those fears, those secrets. It's almost like the same concept as the high priestess. But the moon on reverse is when you start getting out of under the moon and you start seeing things for what they really are. So this may be the time where you start analyzing things and understanding things the way they actually are. Okay, take a look into those things and yeah, going from there. Trust your intuition. Start trusting your intuition a little bit more. And face your fears. Understand your fears. Understand why you have certain fear. Hello, Sarah Sam. I'll get back to you in just a second, okay? Now we got back on TikTok. We got Antoinetta is asking, is James faithful to his wife? Why y'all want to make me the homewrecker? Why? Why? Or why you guys ask me be the homewrecker? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all ask me those homewrecker questions. I don't get it. All right. Let's see here. Is James faithful to his wife? Yes, James is faithful for his wife. 3 of Pentacles, and that's on the upside. There you go. Gina is asking, should I give Brainer a relationship trial? Let's get you now, Gina. Gina is asking if she should give Brainer a relationship trial. Another shuffle. Give me another shuffle, Gina. Gina is asking if she should give Brainer a relationship trial. All right. Gina, you got the 4 of Cups, okay? Gina. So you should probably, this is a card of apathy, you know, when you're just simply like, I've been hurt this many times here before. I don't know if I should give this new opportunity coming up like necessarily, you know, a try. Ask yourself, are you asking that question because you have been hurt in the past and you're just afraid to be hurt again? Or, you know, there something else behind, or you simply, yeah, is that what it is? So now I will ask you, are you feeling confident enough in your own skin at this very moment they can actually open up to somebody else? You feel like, yeah, if I do open up to somebody else, I feel like I'm healed enough. I feel like I understand why those last patterns that I had in the past, those past relationships that I had in the past, um, you know, have I learned anything out of those relationships that now at this moment I actually feel ready to move on and start over and give this person a chance? Okay. So if you were gambling, if you're just gambling on a yes or no question, that would have been a yes. But that is the meaning of the card I just gave you. The card of apathy. You're just sitting, you're kind of tired of what happened in the past. Like, yeah, those relationships in the past kind of sucked. But I can't tell you if you should do it or not. That is an assessment that you need to do as a person. You know, you shouldn't be trusting just because I pulled you a card. But this is just some reflection. I'm just pulling up a mirror in front of you. You need to go in the mirror and ask yourself those questions. Am I asking that question? So you should go ahead and tell them, if you like the person, then go ahead. You just can't get in there with, you know, always being afraid of being hurt. Because if you're gonna get there already afraid to be hurt, you're not gonna, number one, you're not gonna be yourself. Number two, you're not gonna feel like you're deserving of that. And ask yourself, is that actually healthy for a relationship? That is not. But you told him you don't like him, girl. Well, so he told you he likes you, but then you said no, I don't like you, but in reality you do. You pretended not to like him. Oh, and that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That means that you're just, you know, having some control in the situation, and that is okay. You know, now you got the upper hand, huh? Um, but that may be due to you're just being kind of like, yeah, these people kind of used me in the past, and well, I don't feel like doing it right now. Well, then now if you want him, then you go ahead. Then just don't, you know, you don't need my confirmation, but you need to look at those. So what did you learn from those past relationships, just so you don't do the very same mistakes again? Okay. All right. Let's see. The Boogeyman 2222. I see you. Thank you so much for following. Superboy, thank you so much for sharing. Antoinette, give me just a moment. Let me answer a question on YouTube real quick, and I will come back to you. Okay. It's getting busy today. Like my weekend was super slow, and apparently today is like it's Monday, but everybody wants to ask questions. All right, Sarah Som, it's your turn now. Will the relationship between me and ZA develop? Let's ask that. Is Sarah Som and ZA's relationship is going to develop? Or what do they need to develop a relationship? between them both. What does EA and Sarah Sam need to develop a relationship? Oh, that's funny as hell. That's a card of, working hard, building up skills, getting to learn each other. So, Sarah, again, yes, if you wanted a quick yes or no question, that should be a yes for you. Okay. If you're gonna look into the card meaning, that's the Eight of Pentacles. That's the card where you actively work together as a team, and you check on each other. You know you are actually more around each other. Remember, when I tell everybody, like in here, if you're not seen, then you're not remembered. But don't be sticky. Don't be sticky. But it takes time. You ask about development, then you need to work for it. The both of you. Just remember, there's got to be some give and take also. Alrighty. Let's see. Back on TikTok, we got Boogeyman 2222. Antoniette is asking, why does Graham think always ask me what's my favorite food? Oh, he's probably trying to please you somehow. Wow. Well, maybe he wants to get you Chinese, or maybe he wants to get you some Indian food. Maybe he wants to get you, I don't know. But I'll ask the question, okay? Maybe he's just trying to get to know you. Well, all right, let's see. I'll pull a card. Thanks for following. I'll pull a card. Oh God, it went all the way down. All the way, all the flow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. You got the Page of Swords, okay? Page of Swords, that's the curious person. They just want to learn. That I, in my quiet opinion, that actually answers. Like, he's just curious about you. Just wants to know what do you like. He's just serving, being a little. But he's never took me out on a dinner date all 4 years. Then why are you with this person then? Why didn't you ask? When he asks you what is your favorite food, I would just be like, oh, why is that? Why you ask? You're gonna take me for a dinner? There you go. And then you're gonna put him on the spot, and it's been a situation that we never dated. I mean, maybe he's just shy. Maybe he's shy. If it was me, if he was constantly asking me what is my favorite food, and I have answered 6 times, I would have been like, yeah, I love. Just give him something. Just give him something really expensive. I like sushi. I like the sushi, like those sushi boats. I like to go and get those sushi boats. Those that are like $75 for a sushi boat. If you like Japanese food, I love Japanese food. I love sushi. But I feel like, yeah, a sushi bowl. Oh my god, that's one of my favorites. Why? Are you gonna take me there? That's what I would do. I was like, are you gonna take me there? Why are you asking me all the time? I love sushi bowls. You're gonna take me there? Let's pick something real expensive though. Make sure you do that. You guys are funny as hell. Superboy. I'll get back to you shortly. Let me just jump one on YouTube. Neth 1212. I face a no contact situation with my boyfriend. Please tell me he will be come to me again. I'm in Sanduni from Sri Lanka. Are you still there? So I can pull a card for you. Yes, no, please. Please, please, please. Nest SN1212. Are you still there so I can pull a card for you? Because y'all like to ask questions and run away. So I'm here just talking to ghosts. Superboy, let's get Superboy's question. Will I ever find love? All right, Superboy is asking, will I ever find love? That's such a nice question. I like those questions. Look at that. You're looking for introspection, not trying to pull up people's business. All right, let's see. Superboy is asking, will I ever find love? Will Superboy ever find love? Oops, again, Jesus. Okay. No, I don't want that. I'm not doing it. Well, I'll keep it, but I'm gonna pull another one because that one just came out too. And I'll reverse. That's a nice question. I'll give you an extra card. Okay. All right, we got the Page of Cups, Page of Swords on reverse, and the High Priestess. Okay, so Superboy, number one, it is very important that you do not get completely nervous. You do not get completely, out of your own zone, out of your own being because of other people. You cannot be waiting for other people to come towards you. I'm not telling you you need to go after them. Okay. I'm not telling you you need to go after them. But what does a good person do when they're good with themselves? They take care of themselves and they are very confident about themselves. So just imagine somebody who even may be very intelligent, but they are not using their intuition and you know, their ideas for the good things. Have you learned actually how to communicate? The page of swords does not necessarily communicate the best way, especially on the reverse. Ask yourself: am I awkward talking to other people, or do I take care of myself well enough that people feel like, oh my god, that's a kind of interesting person. I'm gonna approach them somehow. But you should not be, just simply, oh my god, nobody likes me. If you keep telling yourself nobody likes you, then guess what? Then nobody likes you because you're gonna act like nobody likes you. Um, if you ask yourself, am I ever gonna find love? That shows that you miss something, you miss some type of connection that at the moment you don't have, and you're craving for it. But ask yourself, is that gonna be healthy enough when this person actually shows up? You're gonna probably be like clingy, gonna be trying to grab that person all the time. And the more we try to tie ourselves to other people, the more they're gonna run away. So have some, self love, be confident about yourself, learn how to communicate. Because when the person actually, have that expectation, when the right person comes and you don't have any expectations, they will feel like free to come and go whenever they please. And that's, in my quiet opinion, that is a nice thing. When I just, I myself, I don't go after nobody. I don't go after nobody. Nobody. I don't go. I attract. Look at me. I'm not even that pretty. I'm not even that, like some other people out there full of makeup looking pretty. I didn't even use my face products today. I don't care. Today I don't feel like it. Uh, Today I don't feel like it, but I didn't feel like using any beauty products today. I was like, well, I gotta get my stuff done. I gotta get online, and I gotta maybe help some people out there. But I don't go after people. I just let them come to me. You know, if they want to talk to me, I'll give them my time if I have the time. If not, then there you go. Unfortunately, I can't give them the time. I'm awful. Hmm. All right, let's jump another one on YouTube now. Um, so that person didn't answer. They probably went away. Mila is asking, Mila, are you still there? The true feeling of Zine towards B. And Superboy, you're very welcome. Michaela, hello, Michaela. How's it going? Mila, all right, Mila. Let's get you a question now. Your card. Let's get you a card. Let's see. The true feelings of Zine towards B. True feelings of Zine towards B. True feelings of Zine towards B. I don't know what's up with that. That doesn't tell us a whole lot. But that's a card of, the Two of Pentacles. That's a card that you gotta balance, you gotta juggle, and you gotta make it work. It's a good card though. Hey Karine, how's it going? That's a good card though. I mean, you're juggling, you're balancing things out. You're just being responsible. You know. Maybe they see you as a person who's very responsible, who can juggle through things. My name is Alan, and I'm a Pisces. I'm a Pisces, okay? I'm a Pisces. Victor. Victor. Is Melissa going to meet up with Byron tomorrow afternoon? What kind of question is that? Victor, why are you pulling up on people's business? We got the 10 of swords. That's a no. That's a no. And if you're going through something, the worst is gone. And there's only time for healing now. And the more you keep pressing on that, that's the card that the more you keep pressing on them stabs, the worse it gets. Guys, please be very patient, okay? I see you. I gotta get through one at a time. All right, one at a time. There are plenty of you. Just give me a second, okay? I see you. I can read. I see you, but you gotta be patient. You're not the only ones in here. All right. Heart is asking, I want to know if my friend Juan will talk to me again. All right, let's check. I want to know if my friend Juan will talk to me again. Oh, you got the Emperor on reverse. The Emperor on reverse is a really, kind of a tyrant. If you want a quick yes or no gamble, then reverse, I will consider that as a no. The Emperor on reverse is the tyrant. He's like the kind of the bad guy, like a villain almost. Authoritarian. If you guys have been through that situation, Ask yourselves, am I apologizing? Have I done something wrong? And if I did something wrong, have I recognized it? If they did something wrong, do they know that they've done something wrong? And if you are introspective enough to assess a situation and learn you have done something wrong, how are you going to apologize? And if you do decide to apologize, is that friendship still going to be somewhat easy? How friendships are supposed to be taken, you know what I mean? Is there an actual partnership? Are you guys going to be able to get through whatever happened, or is it always going to be awkward? If it's going to be awkward, then what's the point? You know, you're only tying yourselves up for memories. Sadika Akhtar. Hello, I'm new in your channel. I want to know when I will tell my Scorpio husband that I'm gonna divorce him, and what will he do? All right. Well, all right. Well, I'll get you a card, Sadika. Um, oh my, oh my! I gotta shuffle some cards for that. All right, no, that's yo. This, this thing of like being on tarot and whatever. It's like this is like some soap opera stuff. He has given you lots of bad experience. Okay, what does Sadika needs to know about her judgment? That's a judgment. Sadika, you already know, girl, girl, you already know exactly. You got the judgment card. Like you know what's up. You're just telling me here. You're telling me that the guy is already extremely manipulative. So the judgment card, okay. Um, so I promise people I can only take one card. If two cards jumps out, I'll get two cards. If it's a repeated card, then I'll get an extra card. But anyways, you already know the situation, okay? You already know that's the judgment card. You already know the situation. You already know exactly what you're gonna do, right? You know that either he's gonna try to manipulate you and whatnot. So what I would do in that kind of situation, I don't know what culture you're from, okay, because I know culture also can take a huge toll in people's lives. Um, but depending of your culture, whatever that may be, ask yourself, can you get together with family, or are you far away from home? Before you make that jump, before you make that decision, make sure that you actually have everything lined up. Everything lined up. You got to have everything lined up, okay? You line up if you're going to go to your mom's house or your family's house. You line up if you're going to your friend's house. Um, just so you can separate and then not, you know, the more contact you have, and if you know that the person is manipulative, you already know that they will try something. So be aware. You already know. If you live with them for 5 years and has been nothing but bad, but don't expect an easy out. Just line everything up. Talk to a very good friend. Keep everything in silence. In silence, and then you. Then once you're completely ready to move out, you got some money already saved up. You got some money saved up to keep yourself. I don't know if you work or not. Um, if you got your family set up or you set up a job, all that stuff. But you get out once you're just like ready, everything lined up. All right. Hi Teresa, how's it going? Confused Boomer 151. Hello there. Um, Asha Bots. Hello there. Sister Serenity. Hi. Guys, please be patient, okay? I am trying to get through everybody. Um, all right, after Sadiqa, we had whew, Asha. We had Asha. Asha is asking, will I be able to meet my future husband in 2026 for Asha? Asha is asking if Asha will be able to meet a new husband in 2026, a new partner in 2026. What do they need to know? What does Asha need to know? It's the high priestess. This is coming out a lot. Justice. What's this? Queen of Wands. All right. Asha, you got lucky. You got 3 cards. Oh my God. Look at that. You got 3 cards, Asha. 3 cards came out for you. Look at that. How awesome is that? All right. But this will be quick, okay? This will be quick. I'm not gonna hang around a whole lot. It's just gonna be just like 1 card. You gotta trust your intuition if you're gonna get through a new relationship in 2026. You gotta trust your intuition. All right. Non-negotiable. Trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling. If somebody doesn't feel like they're right for you, then they're not right for you. Number 2, we got justice over here. Um, justice is the card of balance. It's the card of doing things right. If there are, is this person actually fair to you? Is this person actually, come up and take care of you? Does this person actually, show up? If you don't know someone, let's say you get to meet someone. Let's say you get to meet someone, and then does that person actually, show up? That's the very basic. It's just like a job. Love is just like a job. Number 1, you gotta show up. If you don't show up, then they're not good for you. That's the very basic. And number 3, we got the Queen of Wands. Make sure that you stay consistent. You take actions. You stay looking pretty, and make sure you look pretty. Be looking pretty. Be confident. Be happy. Because why do I say that? Once you do all those things, you stay pretty. You stay pretty. You stay confident. You stay good in your own skin. People outside will start seeing you, and they will notice that. And that is something that people get curious about. Once they start feeling curious about you, they will approach you and they will talk to you. And you got to pick and choose who you give the right attention to. Okay? Just don't be rolling on a mattress on the first meeting. Because, don't be rolling in the mattress on the first meeting, because that's going to give you a good one. You're very welcome. Tuco Salamanca. Tuco Salamanca. Manuel. Has Emilia found another partner? Let's check for Tuco. Tuco. Tuco Salamanca. All right. Manuel. Manuel is asking, has Amelia found a new partner? They found a new partner. Um, Manuel, you got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is a card of, apathy, sitting, kind of depressed, kind of, not really. But, you got any opportunities here, but I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna cross my arms and I don't feel like doing nothing. I just So yeah, they might even have like new interest, like new love interests, but I don't necessarily think that they are completely interested in it. So if that was a question, that might be a yes. Is she interested? Still, probably not, because if you guys are, you know, separated, she might have some healing to do. Okay. Well, Manuel said, "Oh, okay. As long as she doesn't miss me, well, as long as she does not miss you. Oh, okay. Wow. If she doesn't miss you, then you're good, right? So just let her be. Don't worry about Amelia. If you don't want Amelia coming back around, then just cut off any communication. Block, 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 block. If you don't want him to come back around, you block him real good. Anyways, confused boomer. Take my questions as well, please. Yes, I'll get there eventually. I'll get there, confused boomer. Manuel says she was just digging into my pocket. That's what she misses. Oh, then you just block her. Just block her. If you don't want it, just block it. Unless you like having your ego stroked, but then you're half guilty if you do so. All right. Let's see. That's all right, man. Teresa, are you still there? Are you still watching? Teresa, it's your turn. Oh, I got Abdullah's. Or no, yeah, you here? Okay, Teresa, let me get a question for you. Random card pull. Let's get a random card pull for Teresa on YouTube. What does Teresa needs to be looking for? What does Teresa needs to be learning? I'll get another card, Teresa. Okay. Teresa, are you stuck in the past or something? Are you stuck in the past? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. All right. For that situation, you're still grieving. Okay. Yeah. So that's you got that. The reason I got you an extra card was because of your the Four of Cups. It came out again. It's coming out like constantly. I don't know why. It's a card of apathy, depression. You're just sitting and waiting. Oh, TikTok is like, oh, this guy ain't doing nothing. Yes, I am. Let me say my live. Sorry. But that's a card of grieving and depression, stuff like that. Anyways, and then we also got the Six of Cups on reverse, which is a card of nostalgia. But on reverse is like you're trying to get out of nostalgia. You're trying to get out of that past feeling. Um, I um, I am sorry that happened. But again, it's natural that death is a natural. Somehow, sometimes people go abruptly earlier than they should. Um, but especially being a loved one, that moment usually comes at some point, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get a move to a new state. My mom was killed, so I'm going to get justice. Okay. If that's what's gonna make you feel better, because of course, if she was taken away like that, by all means, you take the right steps, but do not let that vengeance, that not vengeance, it's really not vengeance. You just want justice, but do not get yourself, you know, it's hard. It's hard to say. Um, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the right words because I have dealt with someone that I loved very much being taken away abruptly from me. So I kind of understand, but I am trying to also be, um, mindful. Um, but it's like, do not do not stay in that same mentality for 100% of the time. If you need to, if you need to go, you know what I mean? Like, don't make this your entire life. Don't make this your entire life. Because if you do make that your entire life for whatever happened, and what your entire motivation, nothing else will actually move on. You don't want that. Seek justice, yes. She deserves justice, yes. Um, but I think knowing when is the right time will be the best for you. Just so you don't become completely depressed and you don't lose other opportunities that are coming up to you. Just because you're so numb, you're numbed up from that situation. Okay? I hope that resonates somehow because that does happen. We make certain decisions out of pain, and just because we're just simply numb. I have taken many decisions after I lost my person because I was numb and I did not want to be in that very same environment that made me bring so many memories. So be mindful of your decisions. Be mindful of how much you take in that grief. Okay. Abdullah, it's your turn. All right, you're asking, how is my 2026, please? All right, let's get a card for you. Abdullah is asking, how is my 2026, please? Got the chariot. Chariot on reverse. Abdullah, if you got any projects at the moment, this is your reminder that you will need focus. Because what happens if you have a chariot with two horses running really fast, but you don't exactly knows where or how you're moving those horses properly? You crash. You crash. You don't want to crash. Okay. So focus is what you need for 2026. Direction. See the chariot. There's one little guy on top, and you got the two, sphinxes over there. But in other cards, it shows horses. It shows other, things taking them. Focus. Focus and focus. Queen Dawn. Queen Dawn, are you still there? Dawn, are you still there? You're very welcome, Abdullah. Welcome. Queen Dawn, are you still there or did you just drop a question and ran away? She just dropped a question and ran away. DJ Roulette Storm, thank you so much for following. Rock and Roll, thanks for following. All right, Dawn, you have not answered so far, so I'm gonna move on. Oh, Aisha is back. Oh my God, Aisha is back. Aisha, yay! I was going to answer your question earlier, Aisha, but you left me on red. All right, DJ DJ Roulette Storm. Rob is asking, did Steve try to poison Susan? XX plus. That dude is not a food person at all, or a good person at all. Am I like being in a plot over here? We're trying to find out if Steven tried to poison Susan. Oh my God, now I'm like not home wrecker, I'm also like a detective. Spiritual detective. All right. Rob is asking, did Steven try to poison Susan? Did Steven try to poison Susan? What are the cards going to say? Did Steven try to poison Susan? We got the lovers. We got the lovers. We got the lovers. I don't know what to say if I don't know what to say on that question. But we got the lovers for the answer of did Steven try to poison Susan? They surely have the choice and they surely be lovers. You know, if you want just a quick yes or no, that's a yes. Just say a tarot reader solved a mystery by pulling a card. Y'all, you killing me. Oh my God, y'all. You killing me, Smalls. Novelly. Will I get my US passport in 3 weeks? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh no. All right, well, let me pull a card to find out if you will get your US passport in 3 weeks. All right. The post office, man. I'm the post office. Novelly. Will Novelly get the US passport in 3 weeks? Upright, yes. Reverse, no. Let's see what we get. You gotta know. You gotta know that the Page of Swords. This is no. Page of Swords on reverse. You're not getting a passport in 3 weeks. Not gonna happen. Sorry. Come on, y'all. They tell you exactly how long it takes. And they let you even pay extra if you want to get it expedited. All right. All right, next one. Let's see. Beth, I'll get back to you shortly. I gotta answer since I've already answered 2 questions on TikTok. I gotta answer a couple people on YouTube now. Hold up. You guys. All right. This is hard. So I got Abdullah, I got Teresa, now I got Confused Boomer. Confused Boomer, are you still there? Confused Boomer. Yeah, if you pay to get it expedited, it's usually pretty good. Novelty, it's usually pretty good. It's usually pretty good. They're pretty like they're usually on time. My partner had to get a passport expedited, and it did work out well. Um, so they're pretty good about it. Don't worry about it. Even though my card says no, you're not getting it, but you should be all right. They're pretty good about it. Oh, all right. Confused Boomer is asking. Confused Boomer is asking. Does she have feelings for me or am I hallucinating? We're all hallucinating, honey. We are hallucinating here. I'm just here for your entertainment. You are not hallucinating. Confused Boomer. You got the devil on reverse. The devil is the card of obsessions. Okay. The card is, you know, um, getting out of the hallucinations, the obsessions. So if you're so it really depends. Were you expecting me to just tell you yes or no? Um that would have been a no, right? But at the card meaning, uh at the card meaning, this is getting out of hallucinations, getting out of, you know, don't I would say, oh my god, Karine is giving me all those great questions now. Um Corinne is thank you, Corinne, for those questions. I will get to them shortly. Okay, I'll get to them shortly. Oh boy, that's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, if the person is showing up to you that much, you know, if they're like, "Oh, would you like a cup of coffee here? Like, would you like some cookies? You want to eat my cookie?" And then, you know, I feel like this is probably what you already know. You already know. Hello, the wonderful land. Hello, the wonderful land. All right, so next question. Next question on YouTube. Um, so many questions. I've already answered Asha, Kayla. Did Michaela add something? Is Michaela even still there? Um, Teresa. We got Karine. Karine is asking, who are spying on me? Who's spying on Karine? Karine or Karen Erickson. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Karen Erickson. I'm sorry for butchering. Who's spying on you? Who's spying on Karen Erickson? A page of pentacles. They try to come up after your money. I don't know, really. The page of pentacles. Oh, maybe like a new business venture is coming towards you. You got y'all. Sometimes you guys take my seriousness. Oh boy, how long I've been here? An hour and 14. STXNDZK. Yes, you can ask a yes or no. Tonya, if you're still around, I'll answer your question now. Tonya is asking, will I be with Chris or Anthony? Tonya is asking, will I be with Chris or Anthony? I like that. She can choose. Tonya can choose. Girl, she got the power. I got the power. All right, let's see, Tonya. Upright, you're staying with Chris. And reverse, you're staying with Anthony. How about that? All right. Upright, you stay with Chris. Reverse, you stay with Anthony. All right, let's play it out. Let's play it. You're staying with Chris. You got the chariot. The Chris is the one who's gonna move you forward. But again, in the card meaning, just ask yourself, does that person actually show up? Is that person actually good for me? Does that person, make me feel like I'm having some sort of progress in life? Does that person actually improve my life? That's what you should be asking. You know what I mean? If they do, if they have some sort of focus, if they give you some sort of sense of progress, maybe you should pick Chris and not Anthony. So you're very welcome. You're sure he's not catfishing? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, number one, like love is just like a job. Number one, you gotta show up. That's the basics of it. You gotta show up. If you show up, if you show interest, that's a start. It really depends on what are the interests. What are you interested in? Many times we get into relationships that they just wanna, you know, have a good old time. Have a good day, Tonya. Anyways, let's go back. All right, now a question on the tubes. Man, I wish I could see who's still online on YouTube. I wish I could see who's still online on YouTube. I don't get a list, and that sucks. Um, let's see. Aisha, are you still there? Aisha's probably gone. Aisha, it's your turn. Oh, there she is. All right, Aisha is asking, is my ex Nicole, Nikhil, Nikhil, trouble in his life? 1 year, no contact. Aisha, Aisha, what are you doing? All right, let's ask if your ex is troubled at this moment. Is is Aisha? I don't think he's trouble. I think like he's just disinterested in other people. He doesn't seem to be trouble. But surely the person who's hot and cold very consistently, you know. He just playing around. Whatever that means. And how about you, Aisha? Are you having a good time? Are you in trouble? Hmm. Hmm. Tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me. You're good, you're not in trouble? All right. Just don't be giving attention to, hot and cold people. No, no, no. No, no, no. No attention to hot and cold people. Emotionally unavailable. Mm-mm. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, who's the next question here? TikTok is so slow today. MLaw 1981. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate you. What? Okay, Aisha. So you said you've been away for what, a year? Girl, no. 1 year, no count. So let's say, all right. So here I am. Uh, Here I am. So let's make this assessment, okay? Let's make this assessment. So you guys moved on, and it's been a year. A year, a whole lot of things can happen in a year. So it does not matter what they're doing at this point. It matters what you're doing at this point. So missing a person, yeah, you're probably going through that grief. But have you accepted after a year that this person is out of your life for a whole year? And have you asked yourself, what good does that make that you miss that person? Do you really miss the person or do you really miss the connection? You maybe don't miss the person, maybe you just miss the connection. So, in order to get that connection, you need to be good with yourself. You need to accept that now you're single. You need to accept that you need to take care of yourself and not worry about him because he's probably doing other stuff. Let it be. Let people go. If they want to come back, then that's another thing. But okay, it's probably not what you want to hear. Probably not what you want to hear. It's probably not what you want to hear. But this is time that you have spent and you do not get back. You don't get back. Okay? So don't be mad at me though. I'm trying to help you. I'm just saying you don't get that time back. All right. Let's see. We'll just took care of Aisha. TikTok got nothing happening. So let's go back to YouTube. Let's see. Was it Ilada? Is it Ilada? I took the judge's exam. Will I pass? Laida. Or Elida? Elida? Is Elida still there? Is Elida still there? If you're still there, please come forward so we can chat. Um, Next up, we got Karen asking if Santa is gonna come, or did R kill A intentionally? I mean, someone is dead. Who killed A? Um, and then we got Shura B Kumari. Shura. Surabi. Surabi Kumari. Ooh. All right, cool. All right. Does Vivek like me? All right, it's asking, does Vivek like me? Karen, I'll get to ask if Santa's gonna pop up in just a bit. All right, you got the Three of Pentacles here. It just jumped up. I think they like you, but I don't know if they actually like you, like romantically speaking. I don't see like that. Yeah, if we took like a quick yes or no, like a gamble, quick yes or no, yes. Upright is yes. If we look at the Three of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, but it's not really like romantic. Romantic. People are interested in many, many things. I don't feel like it's romantic. You know what I mean? Romantic. Um, yeah, Aisha, if you're still there, yeah, if the person is not right for you, then what's the point? You're just missing the connection. You're not missing the person. No, it did not look romantic. Shurabi Kumari. Mm-mm. Three of Pentacles is not really romantic. It's like either business or it can be like a friendship, you know. Yeah, he didn't like you. If he didn't like you, then yeah. Some people like us romantically, or some people just like us by just because they like to be around us. You know, I have a good friend that he just sticks around because he just likes being around, and that's about it. And then you sit down and you look up and you ask yourself, would that connection be cool if it was actually true? Like if we're actually partners more than, just that way. And you think and you like, yeah, that would have been very cool. But some people need a certain things that we may not have. And that's okay. You know, yeah, but that's just I'm just pulling a card, okay? Just remember, I'm pulling a card for you. It's not you pulling a card, and it's not you being in front of the situation. I'm not in front of the situation. I'm just pulling a card and I'm telling you what's on the card. That's it. Okay. You gotta be realistic. Y'all gotta be realistic. I'm just pulling a card and I'm giving you an answer that's on a card. You guys are living your lives. You guys are making your own decisions. You guys know better than I do. Don't be thinking that a tarot reader is gonna know your life more than yourself. That does not exist. If they tell you so, then they lie. They're a bunch of crooks. Aisha, I am in the US. I am originally from Brazil and I live in the Midwest. You're from India? Nice. Anyways. Yeah, I get a lot of people from India also. My number one is like US, and then my second My second people are from India. It looks like it's usually U.S. and India. What am I doing professionally? Professionally, I'm just doing nothing. Just this. I am trying to get. Yeah, look at that. I'm trying to follow my passion, baby. I do nothing for nobody. Look at that. Am I a healer? Thank you. I try to be most times. I try to be. Um, the thing is that back in the day, you see, I started in tarot in a very, very weird time in my life, where I needed a whole lot of answers, and I did not have all the answers I wanted. And what I would listen from people around me, they were just not good answers that I wanted. And because I listened to all those answers, I mean, all those, all were people talking to me. I got myself hurt, but I never understood that it was they say things that people say things that they say because that's their point of view and they don't understand your point of view. Oh, Elida's back. Look at that. All right, Elida, let's get your question real quick. She is taking the judgeship exam. Can I take this exam? Elida. What is a judgeship exam? Are you gonna become a judge? That's a weird card. I don't know how that resonates. Aida, what is that question exactly about? Like, if you can't take the exam, how do you mean if you can take the exam? Um, Elida, this is the card of coming out of grief. So, what is the actual context? I'm gonna put your card here on the side until you answer. Okay. Um, Kid Kumari is asking, who is coming in my love life? Ex or next person? Kid Kumari, Kidu Kumari, an ex. Why? I'll pull a card for you though. Kid Kumari is asking, who is coming for their love life? An ex or an ex person? um, you got the Six of Cups on reverse. Okay. So the Six of Cups is usually the card of nostalgia, looking back at exes, but it's on the reverse. Okay. So Kidu Kumari, maybe it's time to not be looking at exes. No exes. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Mm. Anita Blackmore from Australia. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Kiro Kumari, why are you waiting for an ex? Tell me why. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I got back with my ex, and it is not working well. You should take the example. Don't get back to your ex, okay? Um, you took the exam yesterday and you were borderline. And will you pass? All right, Elida. So you're feeling because you're borderline. You're feeling like you did not pass for the exam. Um, I can't say if you're gonna pass. I mean, that's a hard one. How do you feel? You gotta be confident. You gotta have studied. You gotta study to pass the test, right? That's what we do. If you want to pass the test, we study really hard. We understand really hard. But this is coming out of grief. Like, like, don't let that situation stop you from getting what you want. Okay. This might be a clinical situation. Yeah. But are you going to let it stop you? Probably shouldn't. You got other qualities yourself. You know. But anyways, back on the X question. Don't be getting no X's, guys. Ria, how's it going, Ria? Are you doing okay, Ria? Today YouTube is like, woo, everybody's showing up on YouTube. I'm just gonna be on YouTube all the time now. You can do a yes or no. Psalm 7, back to center. Yeah, you can do a yes or no, or you can do whatever you ask me. Or if you want just a card, something that you may need to be looking at, is up to you as well. For Tia is asking, will me and Damon ever speak again? Tia, is that a friend or is that an ex? Is that a friend or is an ex? It's just a friend. Okay. Just a friend. Just a friend. Will Tia and Damon ever speak again? Yeah, that might be a possibility, yes. There might be a possibility, yes. And as a page of Pentacles. I'm sorry, my my speeches. I got some speech impediment today. Anyways, uh, page of Pentacles. That is something that is already concrete. It's very slow moving, but there is a possibility that it happens. Yes, and it's a positive way. So I would say it's a yes. You're very welcome. Now back to the YouTubes. Does Ritik loves Ria truly? Ria, Ria, you asked me that question yesterday. Ria. Thanks for coming back, Ria. But you asked me that question yesterday. What's up with that? You trying to get a different answer? Ria. I'll get you a card. But you asked me that yesterday, Ria. Ria. Does Ritik loves Ria? Truly. All right, I got the world card. That's the world. That's the completion. That's ready to start a new chapter. Ria. Ready to start a new chapter, Ria? You ready to move on, Ria? What does Ritik does have you been meeting Ritik lately? What are you guys doing? You and Ritik. Tell me. What are you and Ritik doing lately? I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm listening. But you asked me that yesterday. Come on. Aksarameda is asking, what is coming towards me? All right. I'm gonna laugh so hard. I'm gonna laugh so hard if I pick a death card. Just kidding. What is coming towards Aksarameda? It's not a death card. The King of Wands. You're getting the King of Wands. Okay. You're getting the King of Wands. So maybe this is a leadership position. Maybe this is a strong motivation to move things. Maybe this is a person who actually, is very charismatic, listens, and he's very pretty, also kind of hot. Um, okay, got the King of Wands, or a decision that you need to make. You're welcome. Hmm. Hi, Helga. Thank you for subscribing. Um, Let me get the other question here from before. H1567K6F. I don't know. Let me ask. When will I be in a relationship? When will I be in a relationship? You got the King of Cups on reverse. King of Cups on reverse. That's the guy who's manipulative. That's the guy who's moody. That's the guy emotionally unavailable. I'm not saying that you are this person, but ask yourself, have you been giving your attention to that kind of person? Maybe somebody who likes to drink a lot. Um, Ask yourself, have you been giving your attention to this kind of person? And if you have, you're gonna start seeing differently. Now that I'm telling you, and stop doing that. Okay. Or also, this can also mean that you may want to be able to master your own emotions. Not feeling like clingy, like you want to be like, you don't want to get people like that. Nobody likes clingy person. So, and I can even look at time because this card doesn't have any numbers. But ask yourself, okay? I hope it resonates. You didn't answer nothing, but it's all right. Ale Clary, does Omar find me attractive? Are you still there? My counter says that there's nobody watching at this point. Meh. Back to YouTube. Um, Helga is asking, what is coming towards me in love and when? Let's pull a card for Helga. Aisha, thank you. I'm doing my best, you know. I'm doing my best. Some days move up. I get a whole lot of people. Some days it just doesn't move a whole lot, but it's a little bit every single day, right? It's a little bit every single day. Helga, Helga, we got the Page of Cups on reverse, right? That's like, oh my God, Mohana. Calm down, Mohana. I'm answering somebody else's question. Anyways, Helga, you got the Page of Cups in reverse. That's someone, also like a little bit moody, kind of a little bit childish. Not saying that's you, or this may be an offer that may not be like exactly what you want. But if someone is actually coming over to you, with a love proposal, with a small proposal, maybe a small apology or whatever, ask yourself like, is this really what I want? Does this person actually is worth it, or am I actually wasting my time with this person? Because I'm gonna tell you, some people, some people come over to our lives just to waste time. They do, and it's bad. And sometimes they don't even notice that. And that's a Page of Cups on reverse for you. They just come over and they just waste your time. And they ask what you're wearing, and it's like they just want to get you in the mattress, and that sucks. Quite honestly, it's a waste of time. Yeah. Mm-mm. No. Yeah. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. All right, guys. I'm only gonna answer one more question, and I'm gonna step out because I'm tired. Alicia Chauhan, are you still watching? Yes. All right. Let me get your card. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Mohana. Mohana, I'm so sorry. I forgot your question. I'm so sorry, Mohana. Arun Kumar, hidden thoughts for the block situation. All right. What are the hidden thoughts block situation for Arun Kumar? Arun Kumar. His question. Let's get his question. Arun Kumar. Hidden thoughts. Arun Kumar. Are you going through some situations that you are simply refusing to leave? Are you staying out of pride? Or are you just simply, you don't want to let go of things? Trust issues? Yeah. Is it healthy? You see, you got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is someone leaving those cups behind and moving to a different place, getting a different life. Ask yourself, what are you doing to yourself? Right now, this card is on this position here. He's moving on, yeah. So the card on this way is somebody refusing to move on. So if you're refusing to move on from certain situation right now, ask yourself, why do you refuse to move on? And what are you learning if you refuse to move on? And what will you learn if you actually decide to move on from whatever situation is going on? I cannot tell you. I am not a mind reader, but that's what I can tell you out of the card. You can't move on. You want him. Does that person actually gives you the time of the day? Does that person give you the time of the day? You know, do they give you the time of the day? Then are you just wasting your time? Alicia is asking, what kind of person will God send in my love life? Let's see, what kind of person is God sending to Alicia's love life? Then he will come back to you. So you're waiting for someone to come back. How long has it been that that person hasn't came back to you? Um, Arun Kumar. What makes you like, yeah, that person is coming back to me? This person is coming back to me. What makes you say that? All right, let's get a question for Alicia in the meantime. Alicia is asking, what kind of person will God send in her love life? What kind of person? Oh, it's a love. Oh. Alicia, you're asking if someone is coming over to your love life. This is someone who's pretty visionary. They're learning how to build things. I don't think you're gonna feel like they're very romantic or anything like that. But again, it's someone who's very consistent. At least that, like someone consistent, but they can build things. They are visionaries. They can, you know, see things through. Not super romantic, but sometimes we don't need somebody who's super romantic with us. Sometimes we need somebody who is very consistent with us. What do you need at this moment? I ask you, what do you need? And this already may be someone who is in your life, quite honestly. Marriage, loyalty, divine love. You need your life. Yeah. You know, there are people who heck that come in. Some people want to feel like the same love as you see in a movie, in a rom-com movie, and but sometimes that's not what we need. That may be what we want. We want to live that perfect life, or that Disney princess fantasy, or maybe something consistent is probably what you need. Do you have someone like that at the moment? What is that card? Yeah, I can get you a card, the new strength of tarot. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. All right, let's get you a card. You're welcome, Alicia. You're very welcome. All right. A new card for new strength of tarot. What do they need to know or find out? We got the Hierophant. So we got the Hierophant. Ask yourself, what is foundation to you? What is foundation at this moment for you? Is it a religion? Is it a marriage? Is it a corporate job? Is it a relationship? Marriage? Maybe. What is the concept of that for you? What are you trying to accomplish? If you want something nice and concrete, if you want a relationship that is nice and concrete, then again, you find someone who's very consistent, someone who's looking for the very same thing as you. Just a commitment. Yeah. Yeah. Think about, if you're looking for that, then think about what is the ideal consistent person to you. And if they do show up, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to keep that? Do you have a man in mind? Yeah. No, we gotta ask ourselves. We can't live in fantasy though. I mean, living in fantasy is good for a little moment, but we gotta make sure that we don't get lost in those ideas. We are still very well grounded, and we're very much realistic with what is around us, and we don't set extremely high expectations on us and also other people. Would you agree? You may have high expectations of yourself and who is the right person for you, but you can't really expect a whole lot of out of other people. If they fit the standards, yep, let's do it. But if they don't, we got Ashu Blessed Girl is asking, what kind of person is coming in my love life? Ashu Blessed Girl. What kind of person is coming in my love life for Ashu Blessed Girl? Temperance. You got temperance, somebody very well balanced. Look for people who are very well balanced, people who knows how to give and take, people who are very self-aware, people who can dream but also got their foot on the ground. You may get someone shortly like that. People who knows how to fill your cup. People who see a path in the horizon with you. That's what you get. What's Christian thinking currently? Priya Scorpio is asking, what Christian thinking currently? Priya, I'm not a mind reader, but I'll get a card, okay? You're welcome. Priya. What Christian is thinking currently? He's got the magician. He got the magician on reverse. This is either maybe manipulation or using your skills for something you shouldn't be using, or are you using your manifestation for something that you shouldn't be using? Hmm? Tell me, tell me, tell me. And if you want to know what they think, you should probably ask them. Do you talk to them? Do you talk to them? Anyways, is everybody answered? Everybody, you know, day 5650. Oh, look who's back. You're back. Look at that. Why do I always clash with my aunts? Because you guys like fighting. All right. Why does day 5650 really? Like, yeah. Why do you always clash with your aunts? Got the Empress on reverse. I don't know. Maybe one got something you don't have. Maybe you just down. Yeah, yeah. You can ask me again. Empress on reverse is somebody who is just like clingy. She's she's always on other people's business. She just Empress on reverse is like, yeah, she's in other people's business all the damn time. She's not confident, so they gotta pick something on somebody else. There you go. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. How can you elevate around her? Number one is, do you live with her? Do you live with her? Do you have to live with her? Yes. Temporary. Then don't engage with her the max as you can and try to find a way to get out of there. Mm. Just don't engage. You know, number one is just imagine. Just imagine. You just look. Do you have your own room? Do you have your own room? I need more water. If you got your own room, you stay in your room. You don't even engage. That's number one. Be in different spots of the house. Don't give out information. She don't need to know your business. You know what I mean? Just pretend she's not even there. Because you know what pisses people off mostly? It's not hate, it's indifference. When you give someone complete indifference, they are going to be like, why does this person does not care about what I think and what I do? And where does this person like pretend I don't even exist? And they will have to learn that because they can't bother you. If you react to every single thing that they do or they say, that gives a confirmation that they can actually act upon you. So if you act indifferent, this person can't really get to you. If you don't react to what they say and what they do, you surely have to find a different way. You know what I mean? It's the truth. So, Aisha, are you still there? Angel guidance for my new journey. I have started my new spiritual path and journey. I move on from my past and I'm accepting new thoughts. It's so difficult. I'm an empath, a water sign, and she's a damn Aquarius. I know, but look. Okay, so here I am. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Certain things, are there certain influences? Yes. Okay. If you keep telling yourself you cannot take action over anything, then guess what? You're not gonna take any action and you're just gonna sit and you're just gonna torment yourself that this is a situation you cannot get out of. And that is not good for yourself, for your own mental health. That is not okay. So you need to ask yourself, how do I get out of sight? How do I get out of sight of this person? How do I get him out of my business? Okay. You just avoid them. If they say something that is meant to trigger you, even though they may somehow affect you, you don't show them. You don't show them. If you show a reaction, they will understand that they can trigger you. And then they will do it again and again and again until you snap out. So you can't give her that. Period. You cannot give her that. Period. Just saying. All right, a card for Aisha. What does Aisha need to know at this moment? Aisha, we got the Ten of Pentacles on reverse. That is a card of expectations. That is a card of inheritance, but that's on reverse. You know, it doesn't mean like, oh my God, so much money is coming towards you. You're gonna get so much money in 7 days. No, I'm not saying that. But ask yourself, what are the expectations that people put towards you? Do you follow your own expectations or other people's expectations? Um, do you follow yours or other people's expectations? Do you live for yourself or do you live for what other people? That's what you take out of this card. Okay. Live for yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. I've been here for 2 hours already. So I really want to thank you for stopping by. And I will most likely not be online for the rest of the night. We'll see. But I need to get something to eat. And I need to get other things done. So I really thank you for being here. I really appreciate you all. And I hope to see you guys later. Okay? Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your day or night, whatever you are. All right, bye. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, bye.